Hi, I'm Stuart from the Norfolk Honey Company, and in today's video we're going to show you how we cut out the old frames that have got wax that needs to be rendered down, and subsequently boiling the frames. The frames we've got today are from Supers, so what we're going to do is show you how we tie them up ready for boiling, and then we'll show you the boiling process and just how effective that can be at cleaning frames and preparing them to have new foundation inserted, ready to go back onto the hives. So what we've got here is a stack of Supers that have had frames in where the honey is granulated and we've had to cut it out. So what we're going to do is to boil these down, and first of all what we need to do is to take them out of the Supers and tie them into bundles. So we'll show you how that process works, and we've got a couple of Supers where we've suffered mouse damage, so before we pull those apart we'll show you the kind of thing that happens if a mouse gets into unguarded Supers. So we'll carry on with that now. Okay, so this is the kind of frame that we really need to be cleaning out. So we're going to cut this out so that the frames all look like this, and then we're going to stack them up and tie them up. So you need some string, a pair of scissors, and we'll take these frames out now and show you how we tie them up. And it's simply a case of pulling them out of the box and stacking them in a cross so that when they go into the boiler they get the maximum amount of area exposed to the water. And so we'll just get a knife and cut these out, and then they'll go into the stack. And this wax will be saved and rendered down, so we don't waste it, and then we'll exchange it for new foundation that we can use. Okay, so we've got our stack, and we simply take the string, slide it underneath, cross the string over as if we're tying up a present, and then flip the whole stack over, and then we can cut the string off and tie it over in the middle with a simple granny knot. Doesn't have to be tight, it just needs to secure the frames together in a loose fashion, and there we are. That's one stack ready to go into the boiler. So we have quite a lot of frames that we boil up, so we use a fairly large container to boil the water up in. This is an old oil drum that's been cut in, well, it's about 1/3 of an oil drum, and we fill this up to about this kind of level here, and that's sufficient to fully submerge a full stack of frames. Here we've got our gas burner, which connects over here to a gas bottle, and it'll take a fair while for that to come up to boil, so we'll get that started, and then we add washing soda to it, and then fully submerge. Once it's boiling, we fully submerge the frames, and it takes just a few minutes, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, for them to come up completely clean. So we'll get that started, and then we can show you the process in full. Okay, so we've had to come back on another day to do the washing of the frames. We ran out of gas, hence the change of t-shirt. So we'll just show you how we wash one of these, and then we'll go through the stack, and we'll show you how we stack them up to dry them. So we've tied them all up. They're all in little bundles, and we've got our water here boiling. This has got several bags of washing soda in it, and that will just simply melt away the propolis and the wax. So it is simply a case of dropping the frames in and using something to just plunge it in and hold it under the water for a couple of minutes, and you can already see that some of the propolis and wax is coming off. So we'll stop the video there, because I'm sure you don't want to watch this for 2 or 3 minutes, but already you can see they're cleaning up quite well, and we'll catch up again when this one comes out. Okay, so this has been in for about 3 or 4 minutes now. We'll just give it another few bounces just to get the wax off. You might have to use a small brush to just scrape some of the wax off, or brush some of the wax off. So once you've got it as clean as you're happy with, shake off the excess, and then we need to just give it a rinse. So use a hose or a watering can, just rinse it off, and then they're ready to go and dry. Okay, so we've started cleaning the frames. We're going to crack on now and complete all of the cleaning. We'll rinse them as we go, and then we'll put them out in the sun to dry. It's early September. It's one of the warmer days that we've got left, so we're trying to get cleaned up before the colder weather turns up. We'll then clean up the supers and get the frames back in the supers, but we won't put the wax in until the spring, and we're ready to put them back out onto the bees. I hope you found that interesting. You can do it on a smaller scale using a smaller container. We just try and get as many done as we can, usually 10 at a time. Please hit the like button. If you have subscribed to the channel, thanks very much. If you haven't, click the subscribe button and take a look at some of the other videos, and we'll catch up with you next time. Thanks for watching.